And thank you so much for keeping the cameras on. That's so lovely to see you. It's nice to have the online meetings, but it's also very nice to see people.
Mm-hmm.
So just 2 more minutes for us to see if people want to join. And I hope you are enjoying your evening tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Hello, and thank you so much. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
Oh, Michael. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining on time. I think we can start with introducing OCCSC and our speaker, and then hopefully by that time, more people will be able to join. So thank you again for everyone for joining the webinar on time. And we're going to talk about the job search strategies. And as we know now, the job market is quite busy. That's why we thought that would be important to talk about the job search strategies. And just a quick word about the Ottawa Chinese Community Service Center. If some of you are new with our center, we are serving newcomers and who are in need of settlement here. We have different services, including the settlement services, the link classes. We have the one-on-one career coaching, and that's what I want to emphasize. That after this webinar, if you feel like you want to have a one-on-one session and have a detailed, conversation with Doris, our career consultant, about your strategy, job search, you're absolutely welcome to email us back, and we will schedule a meeting. Also, I want to mention that we will have 2 more webinars about the interview skills and also about LinkedIn, and we will be sending you the emails about the details, the time, a little bit later. So if you're interested, please make sure to register for those 2 webinars as well. Yes, I would like just to introduce Doris, our professional career consultant in OCCSC. Doris, thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome. I'm here to give you strategies. I've been working 30 years in Canada and providing career counseling. This is my area of expertise and my passion. I love helping newcomers. I myself also come from a different country of origin, Egypt and Lebanon. And I understand the situation, when it comes to starting again in a country that you've chosen to come to. And it's really important to sell yourselves, So for me, I want to ingrain that in your minds. Really, we need to sell our competencies here in Canada so that we stand out, when it comes to job search. So I'd like, if you don't mind, writing in the chat some of your occupations, just for fun, so we could see who is here. Write down your occupation and beside it which country of origin. So if we could follow through with that, and maybe Julia, if you want to read for me while I listen, where people are from, and what is your occupation? Because often, I could gear a little bit my talk around your areas of expertise, and we get to know each other in this session because we are all networking contacts for each other. So
absolutely. Doris, maybe we just give 1 minute for them to write. If you would like to share your occupation, or at least the job that you're looking for now.
Yes,
it will give us a clear idea.
Okay, job looking for, as well as your country of origin. There we go. So let's just hear what people are looking for. Exactly. We'll wait a bit because it's interesting, I find. Okay, go ahead. I could see that too.
We can see the answers. Some of the answers. I'm from Taiwan. Betty says. Okay, let's just give them a minute to type. Maybe some people are from the phone. It's more difficult to type.
Yes. Okay. Now,
so hello, I'm Iman from Morocco. I came last year to Canada. Actually, I work as a teller in a bank and I'm seeking for an administrative job. Also, we have Inosha. Hello, everyone. I'm from Malaysia. My occupation is administration. Morgan says he's a manager in textile industry from China.
Good. Okay. We have some administration here, textile right now. And is everybody living in Ottawa, Julia, or other cities of Canada?
I wouldn't be able to answer this question.
I wasn't sure.
Some of the people we know. So we know that they live in Ottawa. Sorry, but I wouldn't be able to answer for all of them.
Okay, no problem. Who is not from Ottawa? Where are you from? And then I'll tailor better my talk because you may be in Vancouver or maybe in Toronto. So where are you, calling from? What city in Canada? Maybe you are outside of Canada. That's possible too. But I will speak and we go back to look at the text, for people who are writing the chat. And then we'll see where else people are from as we go along. And we are expecting a good number of people, so there will be more people joining as they come along. So don't worry when you hear the bells ringing. More people are coming in. I am fully bilingual as well, French speaking. That's important for some type of positions in Ottawa and in other cities in Canada. So my goal after 30 years working in both the federal government as a full-time HR advisor and career counselor, 30 years in government as well as private sector. So I am a person who has explored both big areas of industries, private and government, as well as different specialties like health and IT and, anything around all industries that are out there. So the key with job search is we need to know ourselves the best. What is our career goal? Very important. And that's what you could do one with me, because some of you may be saying, I want administration, but maybe there's more inside administration that you're looking for. Professional introduction is what we're going to take on tonight, which is a very important way of selling our competencies. Like I said at the beginning, in Canada, we are expected to sell who we are, what are we good at, so that people are very excited to want to hire you. And most of our jobs are not posted, on social media sites, but I will give you some tips on which ones to look at. However, I want you to be aware that networking is more important. Talking to people, volunteering, telling people what you are looking for and how you can help an organization. Next time we meet, we're going to get into job interviews. And today we're focusing on strategies for job search, how to tailor your cover letters, your resume, and LinkedIn profile will happen on the third session. Please feel free to write a question on the chat, because I want this to be interactive for us to, anything that comes to your mind. So now I'm just back on the chat just for a moment. We have Emile from Cameroon. And I imagine Emile parle français, j'imagine. Oui, Emile? Okay, I think...
Oui, ma première langue, c'est le français.
Très bien.
Mais le Cameroun, comme le Canada, est un pays bilingue.
OK. OK, très bien. OK, c'est bilingue. Tu parles anglais. You speak English too.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so we have Cameroon IT specialist, business analyst, very important in Ottawa. And right before that, I forgot to read that we have also HR person in China. So that's, from China. So that's good. And also finding this field has a lot of opportunities. We have an assistant in China or, who's in Ottawa now from China, assistant in childcare. That's also very growing in Ottawa. So someone here, Morgan, is planning to move to Montreal. So very big market. Everywhere it's busy, really. And we have also Yoga, elle vit à Ottawa aussi. Okay, très bien. Very good. So we have some bilingual people, which is nice. That's an added bonus when you're marketing yourself, but it's not necessary to be bilingual in Canada. So please feel free to write any questions. And then Valerie and Julie, our two OCCSC counselors, are going to let me know when there's a question online. Keep your questions fresh as I speak. And we're only here an hour together. So I'm good at you interrupting me anytime. So this is the same table I have here that I just spoke about, about what we're going to take up today and the next two sessions. So I heard about your career goals briefly, administration, business analyst, childcare, HR. So it's important that we look into job labor market analysis. But before we do that, I'm wanting people to understand the importance of presenting ourselves with confidence. What is your professional introduction? Here in Canada, North America, we call it elevator pitch, which means when you're standing in an elevator, often people say, "What do you do?" That's how we present ourselves. So I travel the world. Even now when I'm working, I'm in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen. I talk to people on the street, and I got a lot of contacts here who used my services of a career counselor. You could do it anywhere in the world. Tell people what you do. And while you're waiting for full-time employment, you could always do contract work. There's different tenures you can get. Part-time, volunteer is important too. So when you're networking with people on the street, anywhere you go, at the dentist, at the bank, you tell people what you do. Make a point of saying that and say, "Oh, I'm here exploring my career in Canada. And do you know anybody by chance who needs an administrative person?" So off you go with your contacts, networking, because honestly, I've been doing a lot of research around job search, and career counselors around the world are stating that 90% of jobs are hidden. It's hard to find them on job advertisements on social media. You find a lot, but the main bulk of jobs are through you talking to people, networking. That's where you're going to find them more than the job ads that are on social media. So remember that you want to really make sure you talk to people about who you are. We could have even a group session one day on, how to present yourself, because that's going to be used in all opportunities of networking, job interviews, job fairs, any career event. Does anyone have a vocal question here? I mean, we could talk on the subject. I only have about 5 slides. So anyone want to talk to me about, their comfort when it comes to presenting themselves? Because that's so important. Anybody here?
Everyone is probably a bit shy, but this is the thing, right? We don't feel comfortable talking about ourselves, but we have to go into the world and tell everyone, "Okay, I'm a settlement counselor. If you need help, please contact me." But this is very important to feel confident to share that with people.
Yeah. I want to ask a question. When I want to present myself, I don't I don't know how to start presenting, like say only my name first and then my background, my academic background, and then presenting my actual job. Is there any steps that should I follow, or
Yes,
how would it be the best presentation to be like an attractive speaker?
very good question. Sorry, is your name Yoga
Iman.
on
No,
the
Iman.
Iman?
Yeah.
Iman from Maroc, c'est ça?
Maroc. Oui, c'est ça.
Maroc.
I will just
Maroc.
change it now.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes, I just want to be sure because I saw your name somewhere else and I said yoga, but maybe you were going to a yoga class. So Iman.
Yoga is my computer name.
I got it. Okay. You know, this is a very good question. If you were a new graduate, you would get into your academics, you know, at the beginning, but you don't need to if you're a person with experience, you know, work experience. And I often come out with my professional occupation. So what is yours, Iman?
Okay, I was in Morocco working like a branch management assistant in a bank for 15 years.
Good.
I got a master degree in marketing and business administration. And right now, since like 6 months, I guess, or 7 months, I work just customer experience associate in a bank here in Ottawa. But this is not my objective why I relocate to Canada, you know. To be honest with you, as I said in the chat box, I'm looking for an administration job, and I just enrolled in algorithmic college for HR management certificate, and I want to pivot to HR career. But I found it really hard. All the time in front of my laptop, looking hardly for a job in even basic level, entry level. They need referrals. They need Canadian diploma. I find it really hard. So right now, I'm obliged to stay in my position, even if it's only part-time. But I feel really like lost, or I don't know how to do like the things. Like I'm stuck. I feel stuck. Really, I feel stuck.
I'm sure a lot of people on the call feel the same way. It's not easy when you transition to another country. Even if I lived in France for a year, I had to start with anything to work, because employers here, unfortunately, they want you to have exposure to the Canadian workplace. It doesn't mean you have to have Canadian work experience. That's what I want you all to be aware. However, you say they want referrals. Yes, that makes sense. You know, they can get that from someone in Morocco, but now you're in Ottawa. But you feel stuck because HR, you're targeting HR. You're going to be in a course. So then you can start presenting yourself as I have exposure to HR, because you could have in your banking life as a branch manager, you had to hire people. You could say, I've been exposed to HR and now I'm getting more into it by getting the Canadian certification in HR. Would you have any opportunities for me? Very brief, because let them know you're in HR. Now, competencies you could bring out. I'm very good with people, because that's what HR wants, that you're comfortable talking to people. So usually, the way we introduce ourselves, we bring in some of our skills, soft skills especially, because employers now want more and more, and I want to show that to you. They want more and more job, showing that you are ready to work in your field with the soft skills that you have. So when I say that, I might have kept it in another presentation. It's really talking about, here we go. This is how I find is the easiest way. You talk about two of your technical skills. I'm very good at maybe analyzing, performance appraisals. That's part of HR. And I'm very good at, interviewing people. I have very good leadership skills. I'm very detailed oriented. That can apply in any profession. But start with where you want to be, because you said, should I talk about banking right now? No, that's not who you want to be next. Start with HR, getting contacts in HR. I say I've been exposed to HR. I've hired people. Exposed is very good. And I'm looking for any connection you may have who needs an entry-level HR person, because I'm now, transferring to Canada. I'm here now, my new country of where I'm going to be working. So very specific, 30 seconds is all people can listen to, and then they will ask you more questions. They will ask you. So I know it's hard, we don't have contacts, but LinkedIn will be a seminar we will have next, that I will show you how to make contacts. I talk to strangers all the time, because maybe I'm too comfortable with people, I'm extroverted. We need to get more comfortable in introducing ourselves.
Yeah. So this is what I do on LinkedIn. I send requesting connection on LinkedIn with HRs whenever I see any HR position in entry level without any experience of more than 1 year. But still, I introduce myself politely and professionally with short message, but still I don't have any feedback.
People haven't connected. Open to work is important, on the LinkedIn.
Yeah, I did it.
You did that. And reaching out to employment agencies.
I do as well.
Okay, there we go. Here are the websites, even though I'm telling you there's 10% where they actually advertise. The rest is word of mouth. Word of mouth is not easy for everybody. We don't know people when we come to Canada, but I make sure we talk and tell people wherever you go, all day, weekends, your clients who come at the bank. I know you have to whisper that, but I'm looking for HR. You don't want all your colleagues to listen. But I would suggest when you're on these websites that I have here, you could start looking to speak to the person who's advertised the job that you're interested in. That's a networking way in. I know we say we try, but they don't reply. But honestly, it's a full-time job to look for a full-time job in our field. It's very frustrating. It takes sometimes 2 years for some of us. Even Canadians I'm talking here, not just people who've arrived to Canada. People who've been here for a long time. It takes time.
Yeah. And I'm good, even with a part-time job, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm just starting with a part-time job because for me, it's better to put it on the CV or resume. It's better than nothing. Even part-time, I'm okay with that.
Good.
It doesn't matter for me. But the most important thing is getting experience.
Good. That's a good attitude. I want everyone to hear this, right? From Iman. We should all listen to this. Anyone want to say something that they feel the same connection as Iman?
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Vinosha. Actually, I agree with Iman. I'm going through the same the situation as Iman. Because that is what should I say? It is really hard for me because I've been here for 3 years. I've landed here 2024. So I spent my 1 year just for studies and I did my diploma in administrative assistant. Yeah.
Good.
Then after I looked for a job still in LinkedIn, Indeed, but I applied as much as I can. I didn't get any reply.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked for referrals, as Iman says. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you give referrals, are they not going out of their way to reach them when they're in another country? Or are you finding they don't want to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They don't want to go to your country of origin it shouldn't be the case because big HR units and big organizations, they will call abroad. They will to inquire about you. But that's, we also want them to be aware that you could facilitate the communication. If there's a way to facilitate, say, how can I help you facilitate you to speak to my referral in India, in Morocco, wherever it is, It's so hard for me as a career counselor to hear you're disappointed. I understand. I say to myself, let's not discourage. Let's keep going because honestly, Canadian people are also struggling because you got to be out there talking to people. Yes, I have here the best job search websites. Take a picture if you like, so you're aware. But these sites are the most prevalent, and I also want you to get into speaking to employment agencies. They're going to take you and market you. If you prove to them you can do admin work, or HR, you're starting out.
Okay. Should I ask Julie if she will send us this presentation? By
Okay.
email?
I think it's better because I have to keep my rights of consulting, if you don't mind. Just take a picture if that's okay. Yeah, I prefer that because I don't want it to be forwarded, and it's part of consulting. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. Take picture, please.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. So please remember these sites. That's where you're going to get the most connections. Now, the ones with jobs.gc or job bank, they may be strict about permanent residence, which I believe we all have on the call. So there's a big need for more like contract work, like terms.
Yeah.
They want people to take a short term. Why not? Check these jobs.gc job bank. You're going to see. And when you meet with me one-on-one, I can get more into like a networking contacts for you. When I get to see your resume. Yeah. Definitely. It's good you connected. Really, it's a one-on-one that counts. I could get focused more on who I could connect you to. So we probably all understand labor market research. It's all about, finding out what does that company need from me. They're putting out posters on their website. Again, it's not easy to get in, but learn about business trends, what's going on with, say, you want to work with a Nokia as an IT person in Ottawa. Find out on their website what's the key, who are the key players in the industry that you're applying. Prepare for information interviews. I will talk briefly about that shortly. That's important. It's a way of networking. You ask people if they have 10 to 20 minutes of their time to have a conversation like us on Zoom, or you go to their office, but that's less and less. I will speak about that. Find out about salary ranges. It depends. Some of us are focused there, but some of us are flexible about salary. We want experience. So, Emil has a question. Go ahead, Emil.
Yes. We said that we can find the key person in the company. But when we know that key person, do we need to meet him or just to know who he is?
Just know who he is. Yeah, just know and say, oh, I understand that Elon Musk, Tesla. I have a Tesla. Why I say that, it's not that I like his personality, but I could speak about him that he designed a very interesting car, the Tesla. So find out who's the key player who designed Amazon, who started up eBay, whatever company you're targeting. And say, I'm really impressed by, we have, some high key IT people. There's an IT once a month, Tech Tuesday. You go in Canada and you talk to high-end IT people are there, presidents, vice presidents, and check that Tech Tuesday. Why I say that, HR people and admin people should go too. Tech Tuesday once a month, first Tuesday of the month, you go to Canada, it's free, and they tell you have to sign up, and they talk about the Ottawa industry. It's really interesting. And you bump into people who will say, well, we need a junior HR person to step in, to our big IT company. Because Ottawa's IT, mainly in government. And we have nonprofit organizations too, quite big. Find out what's happening. Shopify, there's so many companies in Ottawa, and going to this Invest Ottawa, I call it here at the very bottom. Invest Ottawa helps people to become consultants, HR consultant, IT, admin. Now, there's childcare too on our call. And sometimes we want to start our own business in childcare in our home, right? That's a good way to get going with your area of expertise. So that's important as well, just to keep that open. Joanne Zhang, what do you do, Joanne? I just like to hear, what do you do, your occupation? What's your profession, Joanne? Are you in China? Are you in China now?
No, I'm in Ottawa now. I have been here for 3 years, and because I'm not good at English, so I cannot. I used to be a HR manager, but I cannot find an HR job. And then a friend, one of my friends, we first meet to a child care center. Now I'm okay. I'm just an assistant, and that is Andrew Fleck. Maybe you hear that. It's belongs to Ottawa City. Yeah, a child care center.
I know.
Yes, but
so did you get into Andrew Fleck through a friend?
Yes.
Yeah. So important, huh? Talking to our neighbors, like anyone, really. I do that as a Canadian, born Canadian. I talk to my neighbors. I'm looking for a contract, Okay, very good, Joanne. Your English is doing well. I imagine at work you practice, right? It gets better.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. Very good. So you're still looking for HR or no more?
I did, but I cannot find any HR position, and so I plan to take some course in the nighttime, and just from the payroll. Started at payroll.
Payroll
work.
is a good area of HR. Is that what you mean? Compensation, payroll?
Yeah, compensation and payroll and salary. Yes. And I think there's no so much English, and it's my used to do that. So it's very easy to handle for me. Yeah, I'm trying.
Good. Well, I'd like the two ladies in HR share your contact if you like, everybody on your chat here, because you know what? It's good to job search together. Like two people in HR, let's work together. I talk to them, we give each other ideas,
Yeah, where should I get
in your chat, put your email address, or
Okay.
I use WhatsApp, phone number, whatever you're comfortable with. Whoever wants to share their contact.
All right. Thank you.
It's a good place here together.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, good. We have someone, Valeria, who posted about Tech Tuesday. So there you go. It's on the chat, everybody, to take note of that. Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your situation. It's important when you're searching the market of who you want to be in Canada, what area you want to work in. Search these areas. Take a picture of this one too, research the roles in a company that you're excited to work in. What's the size of organization you prefer to work in? I know we're flexible at the beginning, but think, I want small company, I want big, I want government. It's important to think of all this. And when I talk about information interviews, it's not common in all countries. I know I worked in Egypt for a while because my relatives lived in Egypt, and because I'm from Egyptian origin. And I went and I did information interviews. They said to me, "We don't do this in Egypt." I said, "That's okay. I want to get to know about American University in Cairo." So you go and you ask for a meeting with the person who has hiring decisions. I know that now the world is busy. This was 20 years ago, but the world is busy to give minutes to you. However, we have a lot of humanistic, who will help. Managers, directors, they will meet you online. but it's always through connections. And then you ask for information, what is important today as a business analyst? Do I need to know Python? Do I need to know data analysis? Do I need to study again? You ask about what's hot, what's important in your area of expertise that you're targeting, administration. And you ask about training. We all took courses, I hear, people have taken maybe on-the-job training or college certifications. That allows the Canadian employer to know that you're getting yourself familiar with the way it's done in Canada, even though it's very similar, our professions and all over the world. And there is opportunity. I could focus on this one-on-one, but there's a Better Jobs Ontario. It's a funding organization here in Ontario for those who live in Ontario who will pay for a 1-year certification for you, but it cannot be past 1 year. But there's an application process. So think about that. Has anyone applied here to Better Jobs Ontario? Anyone heard of it? It's like second career, they used to call it. It's for people who want to go and study, and the Ontario government is open to it because they want us all in the workplace to make a better world. Better Jobs Ontario. You will find that online.
It is a staffing agency or a company?
It's the Ministry of Ontario, it's an Ontario government.
Okay.
They will ask you to reach out to a representative in a employment agency. Employment Ontario in Ottawa. You go to an Employment Ontario office like Pinecrest, Vanier, these places, and you say, I'd like to take a 1-year certification. Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Someone's
interrupting. I just wanted to say that since we talked, can you hear me?
Yes.
That's Julie. Yeah. So since we're talking about the Better Jobs program, Ontario, right? I just want to share that we are going to have the webinar with the Employment Ontario the coming month. So if you're interested in joining, please shoot us the email at the end, like somewhere these days. Okay.
Good.
But yes, we can assign you for this webinar as well. So it will be a person who from Employment Ontario talking about the application process.
It's very good to take this program, but make sure your certification is less than a year, because they won't pay 1 year and then you pay the second year. They won't consider you. Okay, good. Julie mentioned that the OCCSC will have a seminar about Better Jobs Ontario. So during information interviews, take a picture of this. You will ask information, and at the same time, you're networking with the people. They say, oh, wow, my neighbor needs an admin person in her chiropractor office, Go to the small companies like chiropractors, massage therapists, physiotherapists. They often are looking for administrative people. And like I said, I can't stress enough, talk to people always, not job ads. It's going to take way too long, for you to find something through social media. So here's, like I mentioned earlier, be comfortable to know what's important, what are the technical skills of your profession. Like we talked here about how payroll compensation is important, and they often have a shortage in this area in HR. So find out, what is missing, what kind of professions in your field of interest is more in demand. And think of soft skills too, because employers in Ottawa and Canada want to know if you are a person who is confident, you're able to manage yourself as a leader. You don't have to be a director, but I have leadership skills because, you have to tell them why. I go around finding out where my colleagues need help. And that's leadership, and team playing. That's what that is. And the employers want that. And especially they want good communication skills, not to do with having, less, competency in English. It's more to express yourself. I'm able to express, even if we have accents, we all have accents. It doesn't matter. It's just you could express your thought. That's what employers want. So now, when it comes to accomplishments, how is it that you stand out, compared to your competition? I always talk about me being bilingual. It's an area, because I searched a lot of career coaches and seminars and in my city of Ottawa, but now I work everywhere I travel, and I find out that me having French is unique for a career counselor. So I advertise how I stand out, but also think about something that you are proud of at work. I created this program that impressed my manager, where you received praise. Management praised me for doing a presentation. And then in the interview section next week, we're going to talk about the STAR approach. You could research that in the meantime on the internet. How do you answer interview questions through the STAR approach? Situation, action, result. It's also SAR. SAR. Okay, so I want people to feel comfortable about their resume as well, but not look at it as the first step, because resumes get continuously reshuffled. We redesign, we add something that we forgot, but always customize your resume. But at the end, I put this at the end of my slides because we got to know what is the industry of your choice looking for, and then we make sure at the end we redesign our resume. And always look at job requirements, and put your soft skills in your resume. Put it at the top, career profile. Put your soft skills, like it could be anything really, on time management, whatever is important for your industry. Quick learner, everyone loves a quick learner. And also, there's this National Occupational Classification. It's a government site. They tell you what to expect in the year 2020. We're 2026, 2030. For example, in your profession, what's the numbers out there? How many HR people do they need? In which industry? What is the salary? IT people, what city's hiring the most in Canada? It's a very good site, and that's a labor market research, National Occupational Classification. It will give you an edge to know where you should target your HR, your IT, childcare, everything that we talked about. Now, Morgan, what is your situation, Morgan? What are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for a job in textile industry because, originally I chose to move to Ottawa because I speak French also. So I thought there would be more opportunity to find a job in public section. But finally, it turns out the government is cutting off the position in this section. So, for both,
When you say textile, I think of material. No, it's not like your blouse, your textile, is it? Or is it something else?
Fabric.
Yeah.
Knitted fabric. Yeah.
Okay, so you thought that government in Ottawa, which department were you thinking would have opportunity for fabric, textile?
Left knitted fabric, because back in China we got a factory, we produce that kind of fabric, and so I believe in Montreal, I know there are a lot of factories and a business.
Okay, good. So you're open to bigger cities than Ottawa, correct?
Yeah, because I think there may be better chance to find a job in Montreal. Over Ottawa. And for the education also, because I got 3 kids, and I would like that they could speak French better than me. I could speak French also, but not that good. So
good. That's impressive. That you could speak French.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm right, because many people told me if you want your kid to speak very good French, it's better to move to Francophone. Yeah, when they were young, when they are very young. So that's why I choose. I mean this choice.
Well, French, yes, it's easier when you're younger. Is that what you mean, to learn French?
Yeah, and they told me, yeah, English, when we were in Francophone, English will come naturally. But the French, if we were in Ottawa, for example, but it's yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's not easy to speak fluently French in, even though we call it a bilingual city, but I mean, we got not that much chance every day to practice this language.
If you move to Orleans area, often it's like very much French there. Like you go to the stores, you speak French to people. This is an area, East End. Yeah, Orleans. Are you there in Orleans?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. Textile market, maybe you could do something that's transferable, work in fashion, work in design, right? It's like management. So many things we could talk about one-on-one. I invite you to have one-on-one session with me to help you grow in your industry, like to find other areas. Okay, good. I like to hear from everyone. Thank you, Morgan, because, it's a good way for us to help each other and hear that we're not alone, right? We're all in the same situation. So I'd like to hear from Patty and then Nawel. Patty, tell me a bit about what's happening for you.
Oh, okay. I moved to Canada for 1 year, and I got a PhD degree in Taiwan for the molecular biology. Yeah, and I have over 10 years experience in medical device field. But actually, I am the business development and project management in Taiwan. But I know in Canada, I cannot find the similar job because my English is not good. And I know in Canada, if I want to find a similar job like BD and project manager, they want to find a native speaker. So I think maybe I need to find a entry level or assistant job in Canada. Yeah.
Assistant in medical device or project management? Is that what you mean? Or assistant in administration?
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
That's a good strategy. It's all about each one of us, and you could also meet with me, Patty, one-on-one. Is we always have to think about our circumstance and what is weak for us. What is our industry telling us? They want a stronger English, which will come after practicing and being in workplace. But yeah, we need to think about maybe I'll work in Canada, but help an organization that's also, Taiwan based, but in Canada. Sometimes that happens too, to look for this kind of connection. Have you tried?
Yeah, maybe I can find have any possible to find a connection. I think it's easy to go into the similar company like in Taiwan before. Yeah.
It's easy?
Sure, because I just got the work permit last month, so I just start to find a job this month. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. You see, we're thinking the same. Try to find a connection where you could be marketable because you are from Taiwan and you're able to speak the language and combine English with that. And But let's meet on one to be able to work better to help you to be more effective.
Okay, sure. I will email to you maybe after the seminar. Yeah.
Yeah, Julia and Valeria, they will organize it for.
We will send the email with the link to registration to the one-on-one sessions. I just want to add as well that they are free of charge, so you don't have to pay for them. So if you feel like this is something that can help you, then yeah, absolutely feel free to register.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
That's great. Okay. I want to hear from Iman first. She has a question, and then we'll listen to also Emil and Nawel, just to hear a bit about your situation, your challenges. Okay, so let's start with Iman, and then Nawel, and then Emil.
Okay, so I have a quick question. Right now, I changed my strategy, how I'm looking for a job. So because I don't find any positive outcome of my researches, so because I don't have neither the education of HR, neither the experience in my background. So maybe I thought it's better to jump first to administrative jobs, like entry-level administrative assistant, and then after a while maybe I will try again another chance to get HR, to get into HR. Maybe this is what I thought, what I thought last time, but I don't know if it is correct or no.
Well, it's familiar. Admin and HR are very much similar. They once you have some admin experience, they will say, "Well, you're ready for HR." It's very similar. It's a good strategy because you want to keep your options open. It all, often it depends too. Can we afford volunteering? Because Volunteer Ottawa, they have often openings in HR, just so you could gain that experience you're missing. But then if we need the money, then let's focus on getting a job in admin until HR certification is done, because it's I find HR certification is a requirement often, even if you're just
exactly.
Yeah, it's a requirement, even if you're just stepping into HR. But some people are open. They say, "Oh, come and do administration in our HR department," which, that's why if you could do administration in HR, that's a way to get in.
I hope.
Yeah, don't give up. That's a good strategy because HR wants a certification. That's coming soon for you, maybe 1 year. But in the meantime, target admin and target Volunteer Ottawa in HR. You don't have to do it every day. You could go 2 hours a week only, as long as you've been exposed to HR, because you still need to make income with your banking job.
Yeah, so they accept HR volunteer without any precedent experience or any certification in the HR?
In HR, volunteer, yes.
They accept that?
Oh, yeah, they accept. However, some big companies say, "Oh, we can't take volunteers." It's more the smaller ones. Why? Because there's liability issues. What if you fall at the workplace? Well, volunteers don't have a contract always. So some big companies might say, no, we can't take volunteers, but small ones, nonprofit, school, like universities, target universities. There's always a demand in HR, like volunteering, just to help them out. Often it's paperwork. It's okay. You get to listen to what the clients want, when you're in there. Like they want you to file things, but now it's electronically filed, right? So check for nonprofit organizations. We have quite a lot in Ottawa, like the Catholic nonprofit Family Services, Jewish Family Services, OCCSC, World Skills. They give you the chance to volunteer at World Skills. They take up a new person once a month, So try all that. Yeah. Okay, you're welcome. So how about we have, I'm just scrolling down here. Nawel, tell me about yourself.
Hello, I'm statistician by training. I have been in Canada since June 2024, and when I came here, I didn't want to work in my field like statistician, so I tried to apply in several positions, and I tried to apply like administrative assistant. When I didn't find anything, I tried to do. I did a training in fireproofing, and when I finished my training, I started working with. I can say that it's a big company here in Canada, but the job is very demanding. It's very physical, and you work most of your time in construction sites. And the environment is mostly like men environment.
Physical.
And physical, really, really physical.
And
so, yeah. I'm not complaining, but from that job, but it's. I want to find something else because I have some problem with my skin. I have a sensitive skin, so I can't continue in this field.
Yes.
And now I resumed with my studies in administrative sciences.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm a student in project management. I'm doing a master. So maybe after 2 years, when I finished, maybe I can find something better. But now I'm not. I'm looking for something in part-time or in part-time because I'm a student. Now in administration, and even I'm open to work because I started in construction site.
Yeah.
No, I'm very flexible and open to work. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Any field. Yeah.
Any field. Good. So, Chair, I say to not stay on the websites of job search, but just get an idea who is hiring, like under Charity Village. They have a lot of term positions, part-time for everybody here on the call. I only pick the most important websites to go through, so just to get an idea, and then you start targeting to talk to these people, networking at your workplace now where you work. If it's not too sensitive to tell them you're hoping to come out of the field, maybe they know about the debris affects your skin. Talk to people at work. They have wives, spouses who will say they're looking for somebody, and they got to know your work ethics. Do you network at work at the construction site? You tell them that you're looking for another field, or you're keeping it private?
No, I don't tell them that. No.
Yeah, you want to get. Yeah, of course, it's a sensitive situation. Some of us,
yes,
we cannot open because we don't want to lose the money, the salary, our job.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, okay. So have a one-on-one with me, Noel, and we could work together about strategy. How to?
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
No problem. Okay, I also have Emile, and there's one more, Bourangeon or Deo. We'll listen to you at the very end too. So Emile, tell me briefly, because I know we have like 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us,
I've been here for about 4 years already.
Yes.
I have a contract. I work with a contract in a company for 10 months. I also have to teach some course at La Cité Collégiale, also at Boreal. But I've not yet had the opportunity to have a job for a long time. I applied for many jobs in the government and public services. And for more than 8 or 10 of them, my status is retained. And I'm supposed to be contacted for future consideration. But for many of them, more than 1-2 years ago, nothing is coming up. I don't know how to follow up for that application. So I'm continuing looking. Some people I know, sometimes say that I'm overqualified. I apply for business analysis here and complete at Algonquin College just to increase my chance. But really, it's hard. It's hard. I don't know.
What are you finding? I know that government, there's freeze right now, but what are you finding the hardest in this job search? Maybe we can all relate, Is it people networking? Are you finding it hard to know people?
No, it's hard to, because I apply for many jobs.
Mm-hmm.
When I look for my qualification, and there is a lot of job offer, but I don't know why I can't find a job.
As a business analyst?
As business analyst or many domain in IT, analysis, information analysis. I can also work as project manager in IT. All of that, I have experience in both, but I don't understand. I don't know.
Well, Emile, it's impressive that you are on some government hiring pools, we call that. So for the ladies here or the others on the call, men and women, it's interesting that as soon as the government opens up their doors, you could still go on the website for those departments who are hiring, like National Defense is still hiring right now.
The thing I said, maybe I didn't say that well. I said I applied for many open posts in the government.
Yeah.
And right now I have been retained.
Yes.
In more than 8.
Good.
And there are, I can write here, retained, selected, you may be contacted for future consideration.
Future consideration. Yeah. Well, that means
I apply for more than 10. I have this result. I am still waiting.
Okay, we you know what? It's going to help us, you and I. We sit together for me to find you a solution, one-on-one, Emile. Book something with me because, I just wanted to get a sense of, so we could all feel that we're all in the same boat. Really, job search is a full-time job, but we have to try to break the challenges that we're facing, And I put here network. That's all we have to do. And even when I travel around the world, I network to work in contracts. But it's hard. It's not easy. But Emile, I will meet you one-on-one when you book through the link that's coming from OCCSC. Thank you for sharing, though. So now we have one more gentleman, I think, at the very end, Deo. I say end, meaning at the end of my screen. Is it Deo? I do the shortcut. Sorry, what is your name at the very... Someone who just arrived at the very end. Oh, maybe he's not here anymore.
Deo Gracias.
Deo ETC. Okay, you're here.
Yes.
Are you Espanol or French?
No, I speak French.
French. Okay, Deo. Tell us about yourself, please. Tell us.
French?
No, English, please.
Oh my goodness. Okay. My English is not very good. I'm a newcomer in Ottawa. I just came for 6 months. I'm an African, but I came from China because I was there for my studies. I do my bachelor degree and my master degree. I studied Chinese language, business Chinese language, and I study philosophy in master. So I get the master of philosophy and bachelor of business Chinese. So these majors are very difficult for me to use them to find a job here. So I don't know. How can I use my knowledge in the work market? is very difficult. And I used to teach also. I teach some French in Chinese language, and I used to teach also Chinese language Mandarin to French speakers in some school. But when I came here, people said that with Chinese language, you will suffer. You will suffer because there's no job here for people who speak Chinese. I'd say a language skill. So Chinese language is not a skills, a language skill in a work market. So I'm here just for some advice about what can I do for now to use my knowledge. And people telling me that if I want to teach French in school in Ottawa, I need to get more a French course in Ottawa University. So now I'm having class in Ottawa University, like studying French grammar, literature, in order to have the credibility to apply for a Bachelor of Education. And if I'm accepted, I will study for 2 years again. And after 2 years, I will be able to go to look for a job. So maybe it will take me more years, 3 years, maybe. My age is going up. I'm getting old and old. Just turning around, study. So I'm lost.
Well, you know what? I have already an idea for you. We will meet one-on-one because I don't think it's not necessary to do the Bachelor of Education. I know French teachers from Morocco. She's in a totally different field. Yeah. She didn't do a Bachelor of Education, but she's teaching French in Ottawa, with Cité Collégiale, or I don't know, or some kind of French institution. If you have a capability to teach French, you don't need the Bachelor of Education. But let's talk about it because maybe you still want it for something else. Like we will do one-on-one session because you came in late, I think, and there will be a link at the end here of this time together, or like through Julia. She will send you a time to meet with me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.
No problem at all. I appreciate everybody's comments. Honestly, it's nice. I think it's important to share. Everybody, thank you for that. And, I want to give you an aperçu, just a summary of job search and how networking is so important, really. That's the bottom line here. I know we've applied to jobs, but we got to talk more to people. Anywhere you go, talk to your neighbors, anybody. Just tell them you're looking for work in administration. I'm very loyal person. I'm ready to work. I have good work ethics. I'm a team player. Let them know that, and they will get you in. The more people we talk to, the more the doors open. That's the main message I have for job search. Really network and do information interviews with people. Any last questions we have here together? Anything else anybody wants to say? Anybody else want to say something, or we leave it for our one-on-one? Because of course, that's going to really help you, Okay. They're very good. Thank you for your messages. I see on the chat, for the precious presentation. Oh, merci. Very nice. Thank you. I appreciate, again, everybody opening up. That's number one. We're sharing with each other to see that we're not in this alone in this situation. And it's good you're here. Because once you're here, you get to connect with me, 30 years of doing this, and off you go, you connect with OCCSC. There's going to be a lot of connections starting now, So thank you, everybody.
The participants said that there was a webinar by Better Job Ontario. I don't know if is it possible to share the link or how to register?
Absolutely, Emily. We will. So we are currently in discussion regarding the date. but we will be sending the emails with invitation once we have the exact date. For now, tomorrow I will send you the email follow-up with the link to the one-on-one session with Doris if you want to register for one-on-one session, and we will send you the information about our next webinar, which is going to be about the job interview. So feel free to let us know if you would like to register or register directly through the link, and we will be sending you other emails with the new webinars once we have the exact dates.
Yeah, and the sessions with me, Julia and Valeria, please start them after May 15, just because I have a couple of workshops going on the next 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, I will meet you, which is pretty good. Sometimes it could take a month, you know. I will meet you all in after 2 weeks.
Thank you so much, everyone, for expressing yourself.
Thank you, Doris, Julie, and Valerie. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Vinosha. And thank you, everybody, again. And the last message I see on the chat, you know, to give you a chance to express yourself. So important, huh? Not just me talking and giving a lecture, but to understand where we're all coming from and how I can support you one-on-one. So that's good. And we're all supporting each other.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for joining today.
Night.
And thank you so much, Doris, for your information and for your time and for agreeing to have more sessions. And we hope to see you all next time. I hope you will enjoy your evening. And next time we'll see each other. Have a good night.
Very good. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.